And our storyteller, Annafi Wahid, will be coming and wants us to know that the longest journey they've ever taken is learning to separate what I want my life to look like versus what I think my life should look like. And well, you just preached the sermon right there. So let's welcome Annafi. Did I say that right? She's going to correct me. My apologies.
Close enough. It's enough. Hi. Can you hear me? I started writing as if I was writing a story, but I didn't actually finish the story. So the starting part is really good. And then I will ramble for a little bit. I apologize. I remember being at the airport with my aunts, uncles, and cousins crying and hugging me. I don't think my 8-year-old self quite comprehended what was happening. How far away can this new place be? Why can't I bring my Legos? Are we sure there's a Lego store there? It was the fall of 1998, and we were moving across an ocean from Dhaka, Bangladesh, to New York City. Amrika, as I would hear about it on TV. On the car ride from JFK Airport to Astoria, an immigrant neighborhood in Queens, I stared in awe at the buildings. Everything is so tall and shiny, and oh my God, look, there are girls walking around in pants, just like they do in the movies. And oh my God, the yellow cabs, they're real. It didn't dawn on my 8-year-old self that this was our permanent home until that winter. I did not like the cold one bit, and missed my home in Bangladesh dearly. I would sit by the window and watch the sky begin its descent into darkness in the late afternoons, wishing I was Superman so I could fly home. One day, my mom and I are in the playground, and there's a lot of snow. And my mom notices what the other kids are doing. Now, she doesn't know what's going on, but she's trying to get me to play with them and play with the others. So she says in Bangla, she says, well, the white kids are on the ground, thrashing about. Get on the ground. And I said, I am not getting on the ground. She says, well, the white kids are thrashing about on the ground. We did not realize they were trying to make snow angels. And that was a good metaphor for the first few years in the country, me thrashing about, not realizing the snow angels, laughing at jokes I didn't quite get, pretending that I knew the words to the Britney Spears songs and the NSYNC songs. By the 5th grade, I was thriving academically, but still felt like I was thrashing, just, aimlessly here and there, left and right, trying to move in the direction of the other kids, the white kids, the brown kids, the black kids, whoever I happened to be nearby. In 6th grade, I went to a new school, a magnet school. There was more thrashing. In 7th grade, another new school, this time the best public school in the country. So it says on the Wikipedia page. It was my 5th winter. It was the 7th grade, and my new friend said, hey, let's go ice skating at Bryant Park. I was terrified. I did not know how to ice skate. But I said, well, yeah, let's go do it. And so we get there, and I put on the skates, and I get on the ring. And I'm holding onto the rail. And my now best friend, Catherine, says, hey, do you not know how to ice skate? And I said, no. And she reaches out, and she takes both her hands and puts my hands in mine. She says, hold my hands. And she guides me along, so I'm no longer holding on to the railing. For the first time, I was no longer thrashing, but gliding. Gliding in the middle of Manhattan with the view of the main branch of the New York Library. Gliding, near the tall buildings that I was so in awe of just a few years ago. The next few winters, I learned to love hot chocolate. I went to Bryn Mawr, and I remember snow days, stealing the trays from the dining hall and going, sledding with the trays on the really cold days. I remember my first kiss at the winter formal. I remember long walks through Central Park in the snow as we gaze about on our way to the museum or just to cut a day of school. I'm still not a fan of winter, but there is something so comforting about the crisp winter air as the first flakes of the snow fall waywardly to the ground. I think it's the smell of home.